Hey everyone, welcome back. So you've got your study visa approved and you got your passport back after stamping. It's official now that you will be traveling to Canada, and for that you need to book a flight ticket. Now there are certain points to keep in mind when booking an international flight ticket, especially considering the current Russia-Ukraine war as well as COVID. So let's address these points in this video. To begin with, when should you start looking for flights? And the answer is once you get your passport stamped. Don't start looking for flights before that, because your visa process is considered complete only after you receive your passport back after stamping. After that, you don't have to worry about your visa anymore. So you can completely focus on things like booking flight tickets or finding accommodations, and if you have any shopping to be done, then you can do all of these things with a peace of mind once you get your passport stamped. Next up, what should be the date of your flight? So you should not be traveling earlier than 1 month before your study program's starting date. And the reason is, once you land in Canada, you'll have to explain to the border officers why you're traveling so early. Because in a country like Canada, which already has a lot of international students, you really don't need more than 15 or 20 days to get settled. So if you want to travel any earlier than 1 month, it's better you prepare a detailed explanation for the border officers. Or you can just avoid all this hassle by traveling within 1 month before your study program starts. Moving on, what should be the route for your flight to Canada? Now, you can either take a direct flight or a connected flight. But if you're taking a connected flight, then I would recommend you to not have more than one layover in your route. Otherwise, your travel time becomes too long. Another important point to keep in mind if you're traveling via a connected flight is that make sure you don't switch airline in between. And the reason is, if you book a single ticket from your source, which is your home country, to the destination, which is Canada, and if it is via a single airline, then if by chance you miss the second flight, the airline will accommodate you in another flight for free, because it is their responsibility to drop you from your source to the destination. But if you're switching airlines in between, then you won't be able to avail this facility. Amidst the current Russia-Ukraine war, I would suggest you to not take flights via a location which is close to the war-stricken area, such as Warsaw in Poland. Another very important point for those who will be traveling to Canada via a connected flight is that depending upon your country or countries of layover and the duration of your layover in each of those countries, you might be required to take a transit visa. So based on your route, you should confirm with your airline whether or not you will need a transit visa. Next up, baggage policy. Now, irrespective of what airline you're traveling with, make sure you get at least 2-piece check-in luggage, each 23 kgs, and along with that a 7 kg cabin luggage. Now, the 7 kg cabin luggage is pretty much standard, but the check-in luggage might differ from airline to airline. So you need to check with your airline to make sure you have at least 2 check-in luggages. Air Canada has recently become infamous for allowing just one check-in luggage of 23 kgs along with a 7 kg cabin luggage. By the way, if you're finding value out of this video, kindly press the like button and subscribe to the channel. It helps my videos reach more people and motivates me to keep making videos like this. Next up, cancellation and refund policy. Now, due to the uncertainty around the upcoming wave of COVID, I would strongly advise you to book a flight which has a very low cancellation fee, so that if you have to cancel this flight and book another one, maybe at a later date, then you can easily do so without losing a lot of money. And finally, insurance. This has 2 parts. The first is travel insurance. Now, because you're traveling to a new country, you might be carrying items in your luggage that are valuable. So it's better to take a travel insurance so that if you lose your luggage by chance, then you can at least get compensated for it. I would also suggest you to get a medical insurance so that you don't incur any unexpected medical expenses during your travel. This could include illness or injury that you might face during your travel. So it's better to be insured. Both travel and medical insurance are pretty cheap and are usually provided by your booking application. So whenever you're going to book a flight ticket, you'll have the option of purchasing a medical and travel insurance. So I've booked my flight from India to Canada via Amsterdam, which is in Netherlands. So the airline is KLM Royal Dutch, and the flight is on 17th of August, which is Wednesday. It departs from Mumbai at 2:20 a.m. on 17th of August and reaches Toronto at 12:45 p.m. the next day. The entire duration of travel is 19 hours 55 minutes, which is approximately 20 hours. It has a layover of 3 hours in Amsterdam. Also, it allows for 2-piece check-in luggage, each 23 kgs. So I'll get a total of 46 kgs in check-in luggage, and along with that 7 kgs of cabin luggage. The best thing about this flight is that the cancellation fee is just 1000 rupees, which is nothing compared to the price of this flight ticket. So that was one of the primary reasons why I booked this flight. And by the way, I haven't booked it alone. I've booked it with 2 other friends of mine who are also going to the same program, which is MSc at University of Toronto. So all 3 of us have booked this flight, and the cancellation fee for each one of us is just 1000 rupees. Right now this flight costs about 1,54,000 Indian rupees, but at the time when we booked it, which is approximately 1 month ago, it was just 1,15,000 Indian rupees. So the flight price has gone up by approximately 40,000 Indian rupees. So here is an important suggestion for you. If you've got your passport stamped, then don't wait. Book your tickets right now. At least book a flight which has very low cancellation fees, so that later if you find a better deal, you can cancel that flight and book another one. So that was all you should keep in mind when booking flights for your study in Canada. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you later.